Hello, it's me, and I have another Sims 4 video. I am really getting into building again in the Sims 4, and I'm so excited because I always have periods where I just don't have any inspiration, and it's hard to build something from scratch when you don't have any ideas. So my inspiration is back, and this time I am building a Norwegian inspired house. This is like a typical Norwegian house, and I'm not saying everybody has a house like this because everybody does not have a house like this. But no matter where you go in Norway, you will see a house that is similar to this style, and it's a very beautiful suburban type of house. And what is normal in Norwegian builds or in Norwegian houses is that we use a lot of wood, so wooden walls, wooden floors. And I would say the most popular color on houses in Norway is white. You will see a lot of white houses, wooden houses in Norway, and also a lot of reds and yellow and blue and, you know, those colors. But of course everyone has different styles, but yeah, those are the most normal colors, I would say. And I'm just trying to figure out how I want the shape of the house to be. I wanted something, I didn't want it to be like just a square, you know, because that tends to be a bit boring. But yeah. The control freak inside came out because it wasn't similar on both sides. So now you see me just making it completely similar on both sides because I like it to be, what is the word again? Don't remember the word. You know what I mean. And I was trying to find out which windows to use, but it took me a while. I didn't want to have all the same windows all over the place because I don't know why. Why do I want that? I don't know. I'm back. I'm just making a, would you call this? A platform, maybe? Something like that. It's quite normal, at least here, to have a little platform, especially if you don't have a big garden. Here it is, of course, a big garden, but whatever. It's normal to have a little platform. I don't know if that's the word. Anyways, I don't want to say the wrong thing, just I don't want to sound stupid or anything, but I'm not English. Okay, anyways. When I first start talking, I can't stop. So I'm sorry if I'm talking too much about random stuff. It's just I get very engaged. So anyways, yeah, I was trying to find a pipe, but then I was like, do I want that? Is it distracting? So I think I chose not to have anything. Yeah. And I don't remember if I changed the roofing, because I think that gray one is quite boring. So yeah, I don't know if I change it, but we'll see. We'll see. I was actually inspired by a house I saw. I think it was a couple of days ago. I was walking to the store, and I saw a house like this, very similar, not exactly like this, but it had the same shape in the front. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to build that in The Sims. Like, that's what I think about every house, really. But tell me if you think that way. If you play The Sims and you like to build houses, tell me if you do the same, because I do that all the time. Anyways, yeah, I was inspired by that, but you see a lot of those houses around Norway. So, yeah. I am just doing the garden right now. It's actually the most boring part in my opinion. I do like to have a beautiful, beautiful garden, but I just think it's so freaking boring. So I want it to be really quick, so I just put a bunch of random stuff there, and it looked okay, so yeah. I like the building part the most. Furnishing and doing the garden is the most boring part in my opinion. But I have my moments where I'm like, I really like this, and it's so fun to furnish, and it's so fun to do the garden. But most of the time, the most fun part is building the house itself. This is a tiny pool, or maybe not, I don't know. What do you think? I just didn't want to go overboard because in Norway it's not normal to have pools. If you didn't know, Norway is quite a cold country. Not all year round, but in the winter time it's really cold, lots of snow, and having a pool, it's not necessary to have a pool in Norway because the summer is so short. We only have like 2 or 3 months of summer, at least in northern Norway. I think it lasts a little bit longer down here, but it's still not necessary to have a pool. But I think a couple of people have it, I don't know. But I decided to have a pool there because I didn't want the garden to be too empty. This is so annoying, this happens all the time. There's a couple of things in build mode that annoys the heck out of me in The Sims 4, but when I think about it, it wasn't that much better in the other games. There's always something that is going to be annoying, so yeah. I just thought this would be nice to have like a section with like a step down, you know what I'm talking about? So I thought that would be a great area to have a TV and stuff like that. And I was trying to find a wallpaper. I don't know if I went for this one, but yeah, it's normal to have wooden wallpapers inside. Not wallpapers, I don't know what it's called, but wooden walls is quite normal to have inside the house as well. But I think in the most modern builds, there might not be, I'm not sure. And I just wanted to say that this is part 1 of this build. So this is like the building of the house, the gardening and stuff like that, and putting in wallpapers and floors and stuff. And in the next video I am going to furnish this house. I've already done it and the video is ready to go up. So that is coming up, I don't know, in the nearest future. I'm gonna have another video before that, I think. But you will see that very soon. And here is the finished result. Here is the house. I am very happy about this house. I think it's beautiful and it's like a typical Norwegian house. In my opinion, you see a lot of houses like this in Norway. except for the pool. That's not normal. And I decided to throw in a couple of pictures of the inside just to show you like what it looks like. And yeah, the video will end very soon. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.